Hello. Hi. Ew. The rain sounds so nice. It reminds me of when I used to be a little child. I was a little boy, and every morning at school, in the classroom when I was a little boy, I used to look out the window when it was raining. I remember looking out the window, and I was looking at the raindrops, and then there were like puppets on the window, like the hand puppets. I think it was like Franklin the turtle, and some other shit or some other stuff. I'm not sure, but yeah, no. But like I remember as a little child looking out the window while it was raining and just like remembering that comfy feeling. You know, it almost makes me miss carpet time, which was like when they used to like have us like sit on the carpet, and then like the teacher would tell stories and like so I like that too. That was so cool. I think one of my teachers had a rocking chair, and then wow. But she didn't used to rock it. I think one of them said like I don't know. One of the teachers was like how like her grandma or something like told her like how like you're not supposed to rock the rocking chair. It's not good luck or something. But I don't know. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying like the whole like look is like nice. Like just like reading on a rocking chair. Carpet, sitting on the carpet, like having like like when I was a little kid. I was like kind of like that's what the rain kind of reminds me of right now. And, it's just so calm and I don't know. There's just like this peacefulness. There's this, you know, loving silence in the rain. You know what this does? This is like a light. It lights up when the windshield fluid is like done, or like or when you're using it. Or no, I think it's like when it's not. Okay, I'm not sure now. Cause like every time I use the windshield thing and like there's nothing coming out, I see the light, but I don't know if it still like turns on, even if there is windshield fluid. But whatever. My point is like it looks really tacky. Like, I'm not being mean. Like I'm grateful for this, but this totally like ruins the classy look of the car. I don't know what Mini Cooper was thinking. Like or like I think the company's called Mini. I said Mini, whatever. Okay, so yeah, I mean they just look so tacky. Yo. It looks like a little kid's toy, But without that, look how mature this car looks. It looks like a classic. I don't know. It just looks like classy car. Like it's like retro. But then you have this, and it's like just tacky. And on top of that, right? Like, I mean, come on, like seriously, like it just starts flashing. Like, come on, it's windshield, Like, I don't really need like this extravagant thing flashing just to tell me, oh, there's like less windshield. Oh, or I'm using a windshield. Like, come on, you know? They could have like done something more useful. You know what I mean? Like, but no, they had to do this nonsense. You know, I bet like whoever, like people at Mini or whatever who were designing this, they just wanted a light over here, right? They just like were like, oh, let's have like a flashlight built in, and then like, oh, there's a light, right? But then they put this little drawing of a windshield fluid on, so like every time it goes on, right? So they can like save their asses and say it's like it's for the windshield, when it's like, maybe it was just like something they wanted to do for the longest time. But very tacky design otherwise. But if it's for that reason, but then that's kind of cool then. But like even that, but I don't know. They should just made this like special or something then. Like if you get like the certain like other class of the car, like maybe Mini Cooper tacky or something, then that would come with this. Yeah, no, I love this car. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just, I'm just being real. Like, I don't want to, like, falsely be like, oh, this is what you should, like, But I'm not, also not saying that this is not something you should maybe, look at because it does have its benefits. I mean, for first of all, like, looking at this, the wings and shit, I feel like a pilot every time I get up on this, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, yo. Like I like it, yo. It's like a little badge, yo. Like I used to watch Caillou, as a little kid. So I remember, like, like the badge, like a little kid got a badge or some shit from like the airplane. I don't know if it was Caillou or whatever, but it's one of those like little kids shows. But, anyways, so yeah, so I always thought that was cool. And this, like, like obviously I'm not a like pilot or whatever. So this is the closest I can get to it, right? So I like that, and it makes me feel like it's like an angel. This car is like an angel, and it's like flying, and I don't know, cause it has wings. If you really like, it says Mini and then it has wings, right? So imagine the car in here, and then it has wings. So what are they trying to say? It's like an angel car. So I guess that's good. I mean, I guess it can help you realize that it's it's like you can fly away to heaven or something. I don't know. Or you can drive away to heaven with the wings. I don't understand that. I mean, I don't know. I like it, but I don't understand it when I really think about it now. But like they could have just had like a big M instead. You know, but they chose this. I wonder why. It just makes me wonder what made them like go for this. Like I'm not hating on it. I'm not like saying that I love it either. No, but I do like it. I do like it a lot. It's nice. I mean, what else could you ask for, right? You could ask for like a big, gold M right here for, Mini or mystical, however you want to see it. But no, I like it. I mean, yeah, like if it just had like an M, it wouldn't like look like, too good for this. No, I'm joking. No, it might have looked too simple. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I mean, this at least looks like they were trying to make a decent looking logo, even though it could have been better. But at least like they didn't just like throw like an alphabet, like M on it for Mini, and then just call it a day. At least they put some effort in it. So, good job for that. Oh, and the material's really nice, by the way. Like, I used to like drive other cars. Like, I'll be real, like, I was not impressed by the Honda Civic experience. I was not. Like, no. Like, I'm thankful that that car, helped me in whatever ways that was good, but the quality was just garbage. This is like my baby, you know? I mean, it's so well made. I mean, like even the steering wheel feels like strutty, you know, like you know it's not gonna break off, you know, and like the corners when you corner in this car, it's like, wow, it's like you know like hot butter knife on like you know butter, like just, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's so nice. Yeah, it's like, but yeah, I mean, oh, and it has this, yo. This was one of my favorite features about this car. Like, it's one of the things I think is the coolest. This, you know, it looks like a clock, but it's not a clock, you know? Mini Cooper is like, yo, you know, like, we're gonna, like, do this nicely. Look at this. I think this is a cool feature, yo. Like this one, the Mini Cooper is the best for that. All the other cars that like that try to copy it, like all the other cars or whatever, no, that shit doesn't look right. It just looks like try hard. No, you know this is original. You know, so I like this. I don't care if like other cars came up with this first, but it suits this layout the best in my opinion, and I love it. So you know, just trust me, try it. Okay, and if you're concerned, hey, how are you gonna like concentrate looking at this, right? There's actually a button like right here. This thing right here. Wait, is it that thing? Yeah, I think this is that. Okay, yeah, it is. Look, see? See this? I can control it from here. It can actually show me the speed. You know what I mean? If you really want, or you could have it at the temperature if you're like, you know, weather person or whatever, you know. Like I usually no, I'm not no, I'm saying weather being loving weather is cool, you know. In fact, I sometimes actually keep it on the weather thing myself because you know, like the temperature cuz like it's like, you know, I like looking at this cuz it's like, you know, like why would you want to get a mini or whatever like if you don't appreciate this? You know, this is what it's all about. It almost looks like Mickey Mouse, you know, with like ears on the side instead of the top. But whatever. You know, if you move this here and you move this here, this is Mickey Mouse, yo. The material is a lot well made. That's one thing I prefer about these kind of cars. You know, they're not like cheaply made and like, you know, at least interior wise, you know. But cuz I mean, if you're going to be spending time like sitting and driving like, you know, a lot, you might as well get something like, you know, you like. That's the way I see it. Like if I like this, it's okay, you know. Like the quality, I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna like be like, you know, doing this every day, like tapping and like feeling the quality. But I'm just saying, like in general, right? When you do wanna like, you know, be like massaging your car, then hey, you might actually appreciate the nice quality. And this is not a secret compartment, you know. Like trust me, I tried opening this, but like I was so disappointed because it wouldn't open. And then I looked online, right? And then it's like, oh, this model is a lot older, right? So it doesn't have that secret compartment. This one was like before they, you know, started installing those. But yeah, so that's really cool. That makes it like even more retro because this came like before that, you know. So the whole classy feel, you really feel it with this one. I mean, the you know the other ones like the Mini Cooper, like the SUVs, they're not really Mini Coopers, you know. Like they're just kind of like whatever. Like they defeat the whole purpose. The whole point of Mini Cooper is to be mini, but they're like gigantic, you know. And they can't turn. At least like they don't look like they'll be able to turn as well, you know, as one of these like the smaller ones, because that's kind of what they were known for back in like, you know, ancient times when they were used for like racing and stuff. Yeah, they're actually really good at that. They have like a racing heritage. It's cool to say, but like, there's so many traffic laws. It's kind of hard to even like care about the heritage shit because you're just like stuck bumper to bumper every day. You know what I mean? And plus, you gotta drive safe, so you can't be speeding. But it's nice to know that it has that heritage. It means that even if your car is slow, you can actually do something about it. It might cost like money or whatever, but you can really get them to like, start spinning those tires. But that's like they did in like some movies. But it depends. Like, I mean, even like stock version, it's not that bad. Like, it does have a kick to it. At least this one. And it's funny because like, I wasn't really expecting that because it is like, it's like, you don't expect it. And then it does have like a little bit of a kick, like if you really want to like, go vroom vroom. But other than that, it's pretty calm. It's nice. It's relaxing, but it's just, it depends. I mean, if like, see, quality matters to me. So I'm like really picky about stuff like that, right? So because of that, it's like, if you care about quality over quantity, definitely pick yourself up like something like these kind of cars. If like that's what you're like debating right now, try it out. Like, just remember though, like some of the parts, like if they need to be repaired or replaced, you won't be able to get it unless you go to the dealership. Like, trust me, I like when I was first gonna get this, right? I was like, oh yeah, they just like say that nonsense, right? Nobody, like, everybody has parts now. Like, what are you talking about, right? But no, like some parts, like they really don't have it, or like they don't have the computer testing system that only these cars can be like used by the dealers or whatever to like really know what the problem is. I guess that's what he said. Like